Let me show you something.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Zamiel's not used to being streaming this early. Must chug coffee like a maniac. Yeah. Hello, we're here. And we'll be playing Master Duel today. Yippee! I'm here. I promise I'm here. Figure that. Yeah, if we're gonna be doing this, we're gonna be streaming. Oh yay! And I was trying to figure when I was at work yesterday, like what I was going to want to do stream-wise. I'm like, out of my games, I think I don't want to play Elden Ring on stream at the moment. I haven't done Master Duel in a while, and I'm still going to try and figure out where I can get Smite 2 to not suck so bad when it comes to FPS. It's like, come on. Because I have played it off stream, and it's like, oh yeah, look at all the FPS I get, but if I stream it, it goes to crap, and I'm like, no. Yep, that's just the way it is. Hello, Rimuru. Yeah, I have seen no problem if you do that. Send it. You can just send it to just chatting. Pardon me. It should be fine. Now then, why don't we, oh, boom. Just go here so I can show off the deck that we're running. Like I said, with the stream, we're going to be running the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So, the big old boss monster that we have. Oh, yippee. But how does the deck function? How does it work? Well, for one, we need a Summon Skull because it counts as an Archfiend, which technically we need for this card. We'll get into it. We run a single copy of Dark Magician. We'll need to get 3 copies of Red Eyes Black Dragon. I've only got 2 at the moment. So yay. We run a single copy of Droll Lockbird. This basically is just in case my opponent draws a card from their main deck. I can basically discard this card and then no other cards can be added. As for part of the Red Eyes engine, we run the Blackstone of Legend, so I can tribute this card to special summon 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from the deck, which we have more than just Red Eyes Black Dragon that we can summon that way. Now, if this card's in my graveyard, I could target 1 of my level 7 or lower Red Eyes monsters in my graveyard and shuffle it into the deck, and then re-add Blackstone Legend to my hand. I can only use the effect of it once per turn. As it were, we run 3 copies of Black Metal Dragon. So I can target 1 Red Eyes monster I control, equip this monster from my hand or field to that target, gain 600 attack. And if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can add a Red Eyes card from my deck to my hand. Pretty easy. 3 copies of Maxi. Basically, if my opponent starts to try to special summon stuff, I can draw cards out of it. Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, in case my opponent tries to add a card from their deck to the hand, special summon, or send a card from the deck to the graveyard, I can just say no. Allowed. I run 2 Rocket Tracers, so basically I can target 1 face-up card, I control destroy, and if I do, special summon 1 Rocket monster from my deck, except Tracer. Also, I cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except Dark monsters. I can only use this effect once per turn, which that's fine. Which it's a Dragon Tuner, which is kind of important. We then run a copy of Rocket Recharger. So if a Dark monster I control that was special summon from the extra deck gets destroyed by a battle card effect, I can send this card from my hand or field to graveyard and target 1 of those destroyed monsters, special summon 1 Dark monster from my graveyard with a different original name from that target monster. And while I control a Dark monster, special summon the extra deck, my opponent's monsters cannot target this card in particular for attacks, which is kind of cool. We then run a single copy of Rocket Caliber, which is I can special summon this card from my hand to the zone a Dark Link monster points to. And I can only special summon Rocket Caliber once per turn this way. I can tribute this card to special summon a Dark Dragon or Machine monster from my hand, except Caliber. You only use the effect once per turn. We then run Kashtira Riseheart. It's funny to have Kashtira back. If I control a Kashtira monster, I special summon this card from my hand. Then I cannot special summon monster from the next deck for the rest of the turn, except XZ monsters. During my main phase, if this card was in a special summon this turn, I can banish a Kashtira card from my deck, except for Riseheart, and banish the top of the cards from my opponent's deck face down. And if I do banish any, I jack up this card's level up to 7, which is kind of huge. It'll come in handy. We run 2 copies of Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. so I can send one level 5 or higher normal monster from my hand or deck to the graveyard, so I summon this card from my hand, then increase its level by 1. During the main phase, skip to turn this card to the graveyard. I can banish this card from my graveyard to add a Red Eyes Fusion from my deck or graveyard to my hand. I can only use that effect once per turn, which is huge. Not gonna lie, that can be huge. We need to get our hands on Bestial Magnemahut, which is I can target one light or dark monster in either graveyard, banish it, and if I do, special summon this card from my hand. This is a quick effect if my opponent controls a monster, by the way. If this card special summon, I can activate this effect during the end phase of this turn. I can add a dragon monster from my deck or graveyard to my hand, except this card, you do it once per turn. And then have Bestial Saronir, which basically, again, you'll notice that basically I can target one light or dark monster in either graveyard to special summon these. This card sent to the graveyard, I can send one bestial monster or one branded spell drop from my deck to the graveyard, except for this card. There are 2 copies of Bestial Worm, however it's pronounced. So again, same effect to summon. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, I can target one special summon monster my opponent controls and send it to the grave. It can kind of come in handy. We've got Bestial Baldrake in effect. However, if my opponent special summons a Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, XZ, and or Link monsters, except during next step, I contribute one light or dark monster, then target one of the special summon monsters and banish it. Once per turn, I can do that. Run a single copy of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. This card is a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. When this card is a normal monster on the field, you can normal summon it to have it become an effect monster with this effect. If damage calculation is performed involving this card at the end of the battle phase, I can inflict damage to my opponent equal to this card's original attack. And I can only use this effect once per turn. So kind of cool. We run a single copy of Absoluter Dragon. If I control a rocket monster, I can special summon this card from my hand. I can only special summon them once per turn this way. If he is sent to the graveyard, I can add one rocket monster from my deck to my hand. So that can kind of come in handy. Then run a Noctovision Dragon. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a face down card you control, quick effect, I can banish this card from my graveyard, negate that effect. Also, my opponent cannot target that face down card with card effects for the rest of the turn. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. So if a dark dragon monster special summon to the field, except during the damage set, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card sent to graveyard as link material. I can then draw a card. So kind of cool. We need to get our hands on Red Eyes Soul. Basically, this card's able to become Red Eyes Black Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. If my opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, I can send this card from my hand or field to the graveyard to special summon a Red Eyes monster from my hand or deck, except for Soul. Then I can use one of the effects once per turn. So a quick effect, you can target one Red Eyes Black Dragon you control, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So kind of cool that we can do that. We then run a Cashier Fenrir. If I control monsters, I can special summon Fenrir from my hand. And I can only use each of the following effects of Fenrir once per turn. So during my main phase, I can add a Cashier monster from my deck to my hand. When this card declares an attack, or if my opponent activates a monster's effect, I can target one face-up card my opponent controls and banish it face down. It's kind of huge. We need to have 2 copies of the Cashier Unicorn. I only got 1 at the moment. Again, if I control no monsters, I can special summon Unicorn from my hand. During my main phase, I can add a Cashier spell from my deck to my hand. When this card declares an attack, or if my opponent activates a monster's effect, I can look at my opponent's extra deck, and if I do, I banish one of those monsters from it face down. It's huge. I need to get 3 the Bestial Libellion, which this card cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned from my hand or graveyard by attributing 1 level 6 or higher dark dragon monster. Only special summon it that way once per turn. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to add 1 bestial monster from your deck to your hand, except for Libellion. On main phase, I can place 1 branded continuous spell or trap from my deck face up on the field. I can only use each effect of Libellion once per turn. Decent monster. I need to get my hands on Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which this card can be special summoned from my hand by banishing 1 face-up dragon monster I control. And only special summon Darkness Metal Dragon once per turn that way. During my main phase, I can special summon a dragon monster from my hand or graveyard, except for this in particular monster. You can only use effect once per turn. That's kind of cool. Then we run Nibiru, the Primal Being. Basically, so long as my opponent is normal and special summon up to 5 or more monsters, I can basically attribute everything on the board. I summon Nibiru, and then they get a Primal Being token, which gains attack and defense equal to the monsters that basically got destroyed to summon Nibiru. We then need to run a 1-for-1. I send one monster from my hand to the graveyard, special summon one level 1 monster from my hand or deck. One of the best cards in the deck is Red Eyes Fusion. The reason being, I fusion summon one fusion monster that lists a Red Eyes monster as fusion material from my extra deck. Using cards from my hand deck or field as material, and if I do so, its name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon. Cannot normal summon or special summon other monsters in turn to activate this card. You can only activate it once per turn. We run 2 Red Eyes Insight. I send 1 Red Eyes monster from my hand or deck to the graveyard to add 1 Red Eyes spell or trap card from my deck to my hand, except Insight. You only activate 1 Insight once per turn, so that helps me search my fusion. Run triple tactics talent. So if my opponent has activated a monster's effect during my main phase, I can activate one of these 3 effects. I can draw 2 cards, take control of 1 monster my opponent controls until the end phase, or I can look at my opponent's hand, choose 1 card, and shuffle it into the deck. Then you need Cashier Theosis, where I can target a Cashier monster I control, special summon another Cashier monster with a different attribute from the deck in defense. Then for the rest of this turn, I cannot special summon monsters from the excess deck, except XZ monsters. This card is banished. I can target one of my banished Cashier cards, except Theosis, and add to my hand. I can only use effect each once per turn. Then need the field spell Dragon Ravine. So once per turn, I can discard a card, activate 1 to 2 effects. I can add 1 level 4 or lower Dragonati monster from my deck to my hand, which we don't have. So we'd basically be using the effect of send 1 Dragon monster from my deck to the grave, so we can start playing with that. And then also have Boot Sector Launch as a field spell, where all rocket monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. I can activate 1 of these effects. I can social summon up to 2 rocket monsters with different names from my hand and defense. Or if my opponent controls more monsters than I do, I can special summon a rocket monster with a different name from my graveyard and defense up to the difference. And then we also have Pressured Planet Wraith Soth, which is awesome. So when this card is activated, I can add a Cashier monster from my deck to my hand. Monsters I control gain 100 attack and defense for each different attribute on the field. If Shangiri Ira is on the field, which doesn't matter, you can only use each effect of this once per turn. So we then have Branded Regained. If a large dark monster is banished, except during damage step, I can target one of those monsters, place that monster on the bottom of the deck, and if I do, I draw a card. You can only use effect once per turn. Once per turn, however, if my opponent normal summons a monster except during damage step, I can target a bestial monster in my graveyard and special summon it. So that's pretty cool. We can do that. We then have Kashira Birth, where I can normal summon level 7 monsters without tributing, which is kind of huge. In my main phase, I can special summon 1 of my non-XZ Kashira monsters that is banished during my graveyard. My opponent activates a spell, card, or effect, and I control Kashira monster. I can target 3 cards in my opponent's graveyard and banish them face down. So that can kind of come in handy. In Disruption, we have 2 Quick Launch, where I can special summon 1 rocket monster from my deck, but it cannot attack. Also, I destroy it during my end phase. 2 Call by the Grave. Basically, I can target a monster from my opponent's graveyard, banish it, and if I do, its effect is negated, and then it's banished, which is nice. Cross out Designator. Basically, I have to declare 1 card name, banish 1 of that from my own deck. And if I do, if my opponent has it as well, it goes bye-bye. We have Red Eye Spirit, where I can target a Red Eyes monster from my graveyard and special summon it. Pretty simple. Return of the Red Eyes. If I control a Red Eyes monster, I can target 1 of my normal monsters from my graveyard and special summon it. If this card in my possession is destroyed by my opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, I can target a Red Eyes monster from my graveyard and special summon it. It's kind of cool. And last but not least, in the main deck, we have Branded Beast, where once per turn during the main phase, if I control a beast or monster, I can tribute 1 dragon, then target 1 card my opponent controls to destroy it. In the end phase, I can target 1 branded continuous spell or trap in my graveyard and place it face up on the field. Pretty cool. Now for the main deck, which is going to be awesome, we run Red Eye Slash Dragon, which takes 1 Red Eyes monster and a warrior monster. Which, interesting. Do I even have warriors? I guess that's Rise Heart's domain. So when a Red Eyes monster declares an attack, I can target 1 warrior monster in my graveyard, equip it to this card as an equip spell that gives this card 200 extra attack. When a card or effect is activated that targets a card I control, I can send one equipped card I control to the graveyard, negate the activation. If I do, destroy that card. This card is destroyed by battle card effect. I can special summon as many monsters from my graveyard as possible that were equipped to this card. So Slash Dragon's alright. We then need to get our hands on Meteor Black Comet Dragon, which is one level 7 red monster and one level 6 dragon monster. For this card is fusion summoned, I can send one red monster from my hand or deck to the graveyard, and if I do, I inflict the damage from my opponent equal to half of the original attack. If this card sent from my monster zone to the graveyard, I can target one normal monster in my graveyard and special summon it. It's pretty cool. We'll get to the boss monsters, like the two important ones, a little later. So we then need a Warlord Savage Dragon, where it takes one tuner, blah, blah, blah. This card single summon, I can equip one link monster from my graveyard to this card, and if I do, I place burrow counters on this card equal to that link monster's rating. This card gains attack equal to half the attack of the monster equipped it to it by its effect. When my opponent activates a card or effect, the quick effect is I can remove a burrow count from this card to negate the activation. Can only do that once per turn. That's kind of cool. Baron de Fleur. Once per turn, I can target one card on the field and destroy it. Once while face upon the field, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, I can negate the activation. If I do, I destroy that card. You only use the effect once per turn. Also, once per turn during the standby phase, I can target one level 9 or lower monster in my graveyard. Return Baron de Fleur to the extra deck, and if I do, I can special summon that monster. That's kind of cool. Then we need Bestial Dispatcher, which I can target one Banish Light or Dark monster, special summon to the field. When my opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect is I can target one banished card, shuffle it into the deck, and if you shuffle it into your deck, destroy that monster, or if you shuffle it into your opponent's deck, negate that activated effect. Kind of interesting. Then we have Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, where it cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has material. When this card has material, each time my opponent activates a card effect, I inflict 500 damage to my opponent immediately after it resolves. And once per turn, quick effect, I can detach the material from this card to target one as normal monster in my graveyard and special summon it. That's kind of cool. Third Dragon Pisty, where I cannot special summon monsters except dragon monsters. During my main phase, I can target one of my dragon monsters that's banished or in the graveyard, special summon it to a zone. When that two or more link monsters point to, and you can only use this effect once per turn. That's kind of cool. We run 2 copies of Striker Dragon. If this card is link summon, I can add one Boot Sector Launch from my deck to my hand. You can target one face-up monster you control and one rocket monster in your graveyard. Destroy that monster on the field, and if you do, and that other monster from your graveyard to your hand. Do that, blah, blah, blah. We do have a Dragnaughty Knight Romulus, where if this card is link summoned, I can add a Speller Trap or one Dragon Ravine from my deck to my hand, which would be the reason why we have this. The Dragon Monster is special summoned from the next deck to a zone this card points to, except for your next step, blah, blah, blah. You can special summon one Dragon or Winged Beast monster from your hand in defense position for the rest of this turn. Its effects are negated, and it cannot be used as link material. We then have the Lingerous Dragon. Probably mispronounced it. Once per turn, during my opponent's end phase, I can target one attack position monster my opponent controls that did not declare an attack. Destroy it. If I do, I inflict damage to my opponent equal to that monster's original attack. The Rocket Monster is special summon to my field while this card is in my graveyard. I can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So that can come in handy. We need to get our hands on Predaplant Verte Anaconda, where I can target one face-up monster in the field. It becomes dark until the end of this turn. I can pay 2,000 life points and send one fusion or polymerization, normal or quick play spell from my deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell's effect when that card is activated. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn. So yippee. And then there's Burl End Dragon, where it cannot be destroyed by battle card effects. Also, new player can target this card with a monster attack, or sorry, monster effects. This card can attack all monsters my opponent controls once each. Quick effect. I can target one effect monster on the field and one rocket monster in my graveyard and negate the effects of that monster on the field. And if I do, special summon that other monster in your graveyard. The opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect being activated. So that's kind of cool. One of the other boss monsters we have here is Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, where it takes summon Skull and a Red Eyes normal monster. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. If this card battles your opponent's card. Sorry, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. If damage calculation is performed involving this fusion summoned card at the end of the battle phase, I can target one rise normal monster in my graveyard and inflict damage to my opponent equal to its attack and shuffle it into the deck. Kind of cool. And the big boss monster himself, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Takes Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon or one dragon effect monster to do. Cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent can target this card with card effects. During my main phase, I can destroy one monster my opponent controls, and if I do, I inflict damage equal to that monster's attack. You can also use this effect a number of times per up to the amount of normal monsters used as its fusion. So if I use Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Black Dragon, it's 2 times I can do this. And once per turn, when a card effect is activated, I can discard a card, negate the activation. If I do, I destroy the card. And if I do that, this card gains 1,000 attack. And it will keep climbing. So that's the deck. Here it is. It is all that's missing is just cards that I don't have. So, what cards are we missing? Let's see. So 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm only missing 11 cards out of the main deck, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 6 out of the extra. So, it's not like, you know, we're hurting. So, we're going to do the Duelist Cup. And we're going to have fun with it. I just want to make sure that we are running our deck here. So, let's get into it. Have the game's audio play. So we're not going insane. Alright, I'm going second. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with going second. Shouldn't be that bad. Do this Galatea. I got a decent hand. We'll just have to see what my opponent is doing. So yeah, they are doing zombies. Just in case, I'm going to use Maxi just to potentially see. Yep, so my Maxi went through, so if they're going to try any special summoning of stuff, I'm basically... Yeah, you can discard one card, so as long as they keep trying to special summon, I'm going to be drawing a crap ton of cards. Basically, I use my Maxi as a deterrent, try and stop them from doing too much. But what did you send? Here comes Zombie World. Yep, all monsters on the field and the guards become zombie monsters, and you play contribute specials, tribute some of monsters except zombies. This card to me needs to be limited, or at least semi-limited. It's too strong a card for the archetype that it does. Because to me, it looks like they just used the same effect again, even though they didn't. Alright, let's do this. Activate my Beast Fuel, and I am going to be banishing your good dude. That's fine. So they're using their own Maxi. I'm fine with that. Not going to stop me. They'll get a card, but I remove one of their more potent monsters, by the way. Because, yeah, Doom King, he's a bit of a nuisance if you don't know how to deal with him. Alright, I draw. Say hello to Boot Sector Launch. Now then. I activate Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon, and I'm going to send a Red Eyes to the grave. Rise up. And all they have in their graveyard is an Earth monster. Alright. Let's get to work, shall we? Go forth. Now for the fun, there's a dark monster. Bye-bye, Unizombie. Rise up, Bestial Baldrake. Your turn. Yeah, so all they have in their graveyard is a maxi, by the way. Basically, the good zombie monsters are not allowed to return. Especially him. As long as I make sure Doom King can't come back, that's great and huge. Yeah, because then he'd be coming out onto the field, and he's just so annoying to deal with. So, making sure that Doom King can't pop up, massive. Massive. Zombies best. I'm going to show you why Red Eyes is kind of popping off nowadays. Because they unbanned Dragoon, one of the most strongest cards in the game. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun, which is all that matters. Let's go. I mean, it's their turn. They're just wasting time, so I don't know if they don't know what to do or if they could be reading my cards like, what? Bestial kind of counters zombies, I guess, to a degree, because the fact of light or dark from either graveyard, so pulling from their own graveyard, which is kind of what Zombie World tries to thrive off of, is their graveyard. I'm kind of ruining any strategies or thoughts there. Okay, discard one card, so they're going to be doing that, and they're going to be able to use monsters on my field, unfortunately. Yep, that's what I figured. Hello there. What do you do? Discard, battle the monster, change that monster's attack to 0. Also, that monster summons someone fills her to summon tokens, blah blah blah. That card's not that big a threat to me. Not that big a threat to me. Yeah, so basically, now that happens, he's going to gain a token. I'm fine with this. By the way, did you know I can do this and I can get rid of your own monster? Did you know I can do that? By the way, thank you for putting this card in my graveyard, FYI. Draw. That's not bad. I activate Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon's effect. To grab my Red Eyes fusion. It's time. Activate Red Eyes fusion. Alright, let's do this. Probably at least for one more hour, maybe an hour and a half. So, Dark Magician, Red Eyes. Here we go. Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon is on the field. Hi there. Boss monster has arrived. Yes and no. Mainly because I do closing shifts at work and such. So basically we've had to shift the times like that. Now then, let's go. I'll end my turn. Behold my new Dark Dragoons. Boss monster has arrived. Yeah, now since I do closing shifts, I've had to switch to stream times, and I'm trying to get used to, okay, I'm gonna wake up and stream and stuff. I'm gonna wake up, pitter patter around a bit, and then stream. I figured if I do it this early, I'm not gonna feel rushed when I have to go to work, which is my biggest thing. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna activate my Dragoon's effect. And I'm gonna negate your monster's effect. Sorry, but no. Also, did you know? Since he was sent to the graveyard, I can now add Rocket Recharger to my hand. Welcome back to the field, baby. You know, I'm not scared of your zombie monster. Going to be a very tight and interesting duel for sure. Not bad. I'm gonna kill Dragoon. Can't, because your effect's negated. Also, if you don't know this, I can do this. Recharger. Hope you're ready. I'm going to be special summoning. Let's see. Rise up. Alright, let's do this. Draw. Heck yeah. Okay. I see. They're having some slight connectivity issues, eh? I'm going to activate my boot sector launch. Come forth, Caliber. Now then, we're still in a bit of a bind, 'cause that card's just going to be annoying. However, actually, let's go. I'm fine with that. Because I can get rid of this monster. He doesn't know that I can, but I can. Alright, my deck's not technically complete, so we are gonna have some minor issues. You're not ready for what I can do. But he was just... See, this confuses me. That should have been destroyed. I hate this card with such a burning passion to a degree because he shouldn't have won at all. Like, it's weird I couldn't stop him from resummoning that card because technically shouldn't Ash have been able to trigger and be like, no? That's what confuses me sometimes. Again, Master Duel's got some weird rules, in my opinion, that don't actually follow the actual card game. If I'm not mistaken, Ash should have been able to prevent him from resummoning that monster. Whatever. Whatever. Alrighty. The Blackstone of Legend. Activate. And we're actually going to summon... in defense position, my Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. Which is I want to do that. I'm going to actually end my turn because I don't want to. I'm going to keep my Bestials close to me. The idea is if they somehow get rid of my Black Meteor Dragon, then when it's my turn, I can grab Fusion. Life Star Twins. Blah, blah, blah. The SB, tell me your opponent. Monster goes to attack, gain 500 life points. Yeah, decks like this are kind of stupid. But we'll deal. Yep, one of those was light. We're doing this. Let's go, Baldrake. Be gone. Let's go. My Bestials are gonna pop up. Not gonna be stopped. Fine. No, the more you keep doing this, the more screwed over you're going to be getting. Yeah, you're just going to keep making this easier for me, FYI. Thank you. I wanted that one destroyed, dummy. That actually helps me massively. This Dragoon can now take to the field. There you are. Don't do it. Did you know? I can do that. My turn. Draw. Hello, Fusion. Let's go. Blackstone of Legend. I'll be taking my Meteor Dragon into the deck. Now then, Red Eyes Fusion. See, that card should not be able to negate my fusion whatsoever. That's such bullshit. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why Ash needs to be removed from the game in general. Ash Blossom is such a problematic card. Shouldn't be able to stop a fusion spell, FYI. But because it sends a card from the deck to the graveyard is why it's able to trigger, which is the most asinine thing ever. That's fine. If you excuse me. Let's get rid of your big boss monster, shall we? Hi there. Choose wisely. Baldrake's got a nasty side effect to it. Shouldn't have done that. Because now Baldrake's gonna activate. Bye-bye. Keep doing what I can do. Need to try and get Red Eyes Fusion back into my hand. Oh, a Muckraker. Okay, so how the hell does it have that much attack and why? That's so stupid that I can gain that much attack. But whatever. Draw. Oh, we need to think here. This is all I can do. It's stupid. Again, all because Ash Blossom can counter Red Eyes Fusion is so stupid. Oh well. Can't wait to actually have the deck more complete. Would be nice. Hi there. Oh, Meteor Dragon, this is huge. Actually, in attack position. That's fine by me. Let's go, Blackstone a legend. I just have to survive long enough to make a difference. By the way, Blackstone a legend. Should not be able to use that, FYI. That's fine. Do that in a moment. It's Carnage time. Now then. Let's do it. Oi, oi, oi. And say cancel. Rise up, Striker Dragon. It's fine. Activate. Let's go boot sector launch. With that, I'll end my turn for now. Need to get Meteor Dragon to die somehow, because then I can hopefully get Dragoon, destroy this, and then start hopefully pounding. That's the idea, hopefully. Booyah! Thank you! You just gave me a big favor by destroying that one. As long as they don't have another Ash, we should be good. Which actually, you know what? I'm going to guarantee. First off, Meteor. See, again, Ash should not be able to do that. You know what? Here we go. Cross out Designator. Ash Blossom, enjoy his spring. Let's hope this works. Yes. Got it. That's the one time I've actually used cross out correctly. Let's do this. Red Eyes Fusion. And they surrendered. Because they knew it was over. They knew. They knew if I summoned that thing, it was game over. Yay, we leveled up, which means I get more gems. Gimme. Yay. And even more because, you know, Duelist Cup stuff and doing all this and such. I know I need a duel in solo mode now, apparently. So I can do that on my own time. 280 from that. And we're still not done because out of the normal duel pass, I can get 15 more. Heck yeah. Alright, to the shop because I'm still trying to complete some decks here. Ah, the secret packs are gone. It's a shame. Kinda needed those. Let's open up Legacy real quick. Skip. All garbage. Well, if I have to open up a pack, it's going to be this. Need ultra rare monsters so I can get rid of them. Hello, Flare. Ooh, shiny Black Metal Dragon, though. We get shinies, we gotta add them into the deck, because shinies are kind of like that bit of prestige, you know? Oh, hey, Galatea. Hello, dear. I need to either get my bestials done, Cashiras. To be honest, I really should try to get the Cashiras done. 2 more packs. Let's go. Oh, I've got an ultra rare. Please don't be one that I need. Be some, like, you know, I don't need multiple Dragoons. Okay. Well, I can get rid of these 2. That's 20 dust at least. Oh, and we got another I can get rid of that, so that actually allows me to craft a card. Streamer luck. That's all it is. That's streamer luck, baby. Alrighty. We don't need you. Sorry, Gearsu, and sorry, Ghost Mourner, but I don't need yous. I want to try to do is I want to try and finish off my Kashtira stuff. So I only need Unicorn and Theosis, and then that is complete. And then I can go after Bestials. No problem, no sweat. So let's craft the Unicorn. I need to go to my black metal dragon, because we're gonna pop out the one and we're gonna put in the shiny. Because again, we're gonna take a look. So I already got my shiny summon skull. No shinies of you, no shinies of you, no shinies of you or you. We've added our shiny. No shiny, no shiny, no shiny. Shiny's in, shiny is in, no shiny, no shinies. This is how you know I'm a crazy person. It's, do I have the shinies or not? Because if I do have shinies, then I want them in the deck. For example, I have my one shiny insights in. Add the shinies. Like I got 3 of these that are shiny, so we got that in. Same as you, same as you. The royal foil is already in. That shiny is in. Nice, so I just need to make sure that we add Unicorn and then the shiny metal in. Where's my Unicorn hiding? Right there. So another monster gets added to the deck. Go to black metal because we're going to get rid of you and we're going to add the shiny. So now you see we're at 50 cards. So now I'm only 10 cards from the main deck being done and we're still 6 extra. Ooh, stretch. Ow. Actually, if I use cross out correctly. Yay! Alright, back to the event. Which we need to copy. The newer version of the not complete because that has the shiny and the extra unicorn in the deck to help facilitate more of the Kashtira element potentially popping up. Most likely going second. That's fine. That's fine, I can deal with it. I can deal with going second. Okay, this is not technically that bad a hand. Extra planet race off. Yeah, sorry, but I'm gonna ash that right away. Kashtira's are already gonna be a bit of a problem. So I'm against Kashtira. And Vanquish Soul, okay. I think I probably already lost because I'm having to play second instead of first. So I don't know if Insight's going to be able to pull off the miracle I need. That's clever because now technically the effect that was on that card that would have stopped it is no longer able to destroy it. attributes and stuff, make that happen. That's fine. So he's going to re-add that most likely back into his hand. Yep. What I hate, and I agree, is just how many ultra rare monsters have to be in decks almost nowadays. Kind of stupid. Well, shite. That was an Ash Blossom that just got added to their hand, wasn't it? Shoot. I'm gonna have to try and play around this, because they can stop Red Eye's fusion. And I do not need that to happen. I need to try and force something to happen. Need some way to force the Ash to pop out and be like, ha, gotcha. I think we've lost because they have Ash in their hand right away. I hate that they can activate their cards on my turn. Like, ta-da, behold. Yeah, I know you have that. So I've already lost this duel just because they got to go first instead of me, which I hate games that play out like that. Yeah, that's game. There's no way I can win with a goddamn BS Ash Blossom in hand. I wouldn't be so mad, but the problem is it's not even semi-limited or limited. It's you can have as many Ash Blossoms as you want. You can have as many Maxis as you want. Really wish those would be semi-limited. Take it down to 2. So it's not as consistent to draw. The only reason I lost that duel is because of that Ash, and there's nothing I could do about it. If I had cross out Designator, that would have been a different story. Alright, let's duel. I do have Called By, so that's kind of huge. So I can actually help. Like, if I had Called By the Grave, that would actually stop such evil things. So I'm against... This could be a Dragoon deck. And there's Soul Servant, because Dark Magician also plays heavily into Dragoons. Just I prefer the Red Eyes variant than Dark Magician. Because, I'm sorry, the eternal BS-ery of that shouldn't be a thing. But we'll see. I could be up against a pure Dark Magician deck, or I could be up against what I'm honestly thinking is Dragoon. I think the Dragoon's going to pop up. So I gotta be cautious. Yeah, you can set one Eternal Soul. That's one card that should not be allowed to be played in the game because, well, it's only fair because if you destroy the card, then technically those monsters can't be destroyed, you see. So stupid. Such a stupid card, FYI. So again, every Dark Magician monster is unaffected by opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. And then you can keep special summoning stuff. Sweet. I'm going to play my Baldrick's effect, and I'm going to banish your Dark Magician. So have fun with that. I play my Soul Servant. Can't stop Baldrick, by the way. Its effect should still go through. Let's go. Yeah, hi. By the way, should you special summon a Ritual Fusion or stuff? So if you try to now go for Dragoon, I'm going to negate it. Draw. I activate Eternal Soul because I'm a piece of crap with no skill. All right. Let's go, Red Eyes Fusion. It's time. Go ahead, activate your Eternal Soul, see what happens. Because I can still hurt you. All right, Dragoon, it's time. Rise. By the way, did you know? Can I be destroyed by card effects? Also, did you know? If I discard a card, thanks to my Dragoon's effect, I can destroy your card. Because I negate it. Bye. Also, did you know? If this card's sent to the graveyard, I can now add a rocket monster to my hand, such as Rocket Caliber. Now then, let the fun begin. Destroy. Here we go! End the duel, Dragoon! Dark Magicians. Bah! Eternal Soul will save me. No. Hate that card with a burning passion. I hate it. Hate it. Give me my gems. Yay! Give me that material. Back to the shop. Which, since I created a Cashiera, now I'm gonna go through this pack and I have a chance of public grabbing Theosis. Doubt it. Because I don't have that kind of streamer luck. But we'll see. Of course not. Go F yourself. That's basically what Master Duel just told me. Ha! No. Seven dust. Because I just need Cashiera Theosis, and then I have all of Cashiera set for the deck, and then I'm gonna be going after my Bestials, so Magna Hunt, Lebellion, that's it. No, and then this Pather. And then I can start like closing off on the red eye stuff like Black Dragon, Soul, Meteor Black Comet Dragon. And then basically it's just a matter of, okay, get Dragon Ravine. I need to get my hands on Anaconda, like as fast as I can, because Anaconda is very important as well. Because that's going to allow me to turbo out Dragoon. Which, to be honest, maybe I should get Anaconda. Might be a bit more important at the moment if I can grab Anaconda. Let's duel, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. Tomorrow, if I can get up a little earlier, I might do a stream like 30 minutes earlier, so we'll allow for more time for stream. Just I know for a fact that I can't like do 3 hours of this or I'll go insane. Quick launch. Going forward, Caliber. Now not done yet. Activate the Blackstone of Legend. Bring forth Meteor Dragon. Let's go. See if we can do this. So here's this card. I can then set. Now I will end my turn. So I have stronger board for sure, but that's fine. I have no extra deck, which is kind of concerning. If this is Exodia, I'm going to be slightly irked. First off, I'll play Return of the Red Eyes, and in case you try anything funny, here's Maxi. Goes True Draco. Careful. Shouldn't have destroyed that. Meteor Dragon, rise up. By the way, that's only a secret rare. And with an effect like that, that's kind of bull. Defense position. I mean, it's cool that there's a deck that doesn't have to revolve around extra deck monsters, but I honestly believe then its cards should be a bit harder to obtain. It should not be so easy to grab. Works for me. You're doing me a favor. You just don't know it yet. Bring it. You're not ready for what I'm about to unleash. Draw. Here we go. Meteor Dragon, if you please. Grab your pathetic card because I'm bringing something that is going to not give a flying crap what you summon. Red Eyes Fusion. I hope you're ready. Hey, slow. Let's do this. I activate Red Eyes Fusion. Woo, baby. What does this do? Unfortunately for you, lose one turn will not affect Dragoon. Sorry. It shouldn't, by the way. Due to Dragoon's effects. Here we go. Dragoon. Okay, so it is negated, which is stupid. Yeah, that's so bull. Why is that a secret rare? Yeah, I'm out. Fuck this. Decks that are this fucking cheap to make should not be able to go toe-to-toe with a deck that's that expensive. Gonna lurk. No problem, slow. That's so stupid. Again, a deck that requires no extra deck monsters should be more expensive to create. You need to not have the secret rares. To me, your deck should be mostly ultra rares at that point. Just asinine. Come on, Konami. Was it that my deck has to be harder to create than theirs? It makes zero sense. The deck should be the most hardest thing to craft and create. Which requires no extra deck. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. We'll just play and do what we can. His hand sucks. Again, Sword Soul. Christ. I think we've already lost before this duel's even started just because I'm having to go second, which is a problem. We'll see. I hate cards that summon tokens that count as tuners, then allow them to go into these synchros. It's so stupid. So stupid. Yeah, because now I get a synchro summon because I had a tuner. Because my card's effect allows me to summon a token which gets to have that effect. Yep, I'm out. Duel's already lost. There ain't no way I can play the game because they get to go first and do that shit. There's no give or take anymore, man. It gets annoying real fast. I miss the OG days of duel monsters Konami, where you actually had to have back and forth. It was a battle between both sides, not just I flood the board with these monsters with these effects and you can't play. BS. Seriously. So stupid. Because the duels where I'm having fun and like I get to win is where there is a good amount of back and forth and we're both able to pull off some stuff. But games where it's just like, oh well, all my cards get to do all their effects and you can't do anything, it's just boring. And even if I win that way, it's so unsatisfying to win that way. It's the old days where you actually couldn't just special summon a bazillion monsters from your goddamn deck in hand. It's stupid. You actually had to have more skill back in the day to play than you do now. Of course, it's Dragon made. I'm not surprised. It's another boring archetype, ladies and gents. But we'll see what we can do. Oh, and with World Legacy to boot. Okay. Interesting. Well, we're going to give it a shot and see. Problem is, this deck does not like to go second all too often. It likes to be able to try to play out what we can and then respond. Yeah, because this card's stupid as well. It's basically a fusion card without actually being a fusion card. Basically like a mask change from the GX series. Now I get my house Dragon Maid, which then is going to allow me to summon my other stupid ass monster without any actual skill or effort. Am I right? Draw. Oh Jesus Christ. I'm just missing my fusion now. Well, let's play quick launch. Come forth, Tracer. Alright, and then Recharger. I have to do that because I need to summon this. Come forth. So now I can do this. Now let's take a look. Let's do Striker Dragon. Let's do it. I'm gonna have my boot launcher. Negate the activation if you do destroy that monster. That's so stupid. So you waited that long just to activate that card. Well, G, F, and G, I'm out. When one card can shut down your whole play, that's not frickin' skill. I miss the good old days. This is why I kind of stopped streaming this game, because it gets boring real quick. I'm already bored out of my mind just because of how my opponents are playing. I use a deck that requires me to not think at all. I don't need to use my brain. Take 1,000 more card effect, or the monster attack. Draw one card for every 1,000. That's fine. What the hell am I dueling against? I have no idea what I'm against, but I'm intrigued. Heck yeah, here we go. Red Eyes Insight. Go forth, my Black Meteor Dragon. I play Ash Blossom because I don't have skill. The one monster, draw one card. Okay. Drawing cards. Let's grab our fusion, shall we? It's time. Red Eyes Fusion. Come for Dragoon. Rise! Now then, I'm not done yet. Let's go. Yeah, hate to break it to you. Go forth, Absoluter Dragon. Let's negate this effect, shall we? Oh, by the way, did you know that if this card's sent to the graveyard, I can do this? Your turn. I'm intrigued by what this deck is. It looks like they had a bit of a draw engine, but I kind of stopped it. But they can still send one monster from their hand to the graveyard to draw a card, so they have some engine. Fine with that. Yeah, go for it. You're sending a monster from your hand to the grave. And if it's a light or dark monster, damn. I'm fine with that. Let them draw. Let them cook. I'm interested to see what kind of deck this is. Like, no joke. Problem is doing that, I can just eat it. That's fine. All that's gonna do is just kill yourself a lot faster than it's gonna hurt me. I'm not done yet. Draw. All right, Black Meteor Dragon, let's go. Why would you do that? Technically, you're about to lose. Why would you put Ash down like that? I'm confused. What is this opponent's deck? I'm intrigued. Let's go, Red Eyes Fusion. Rise up. I don't know what the heck their deck was. Confused and interested all at the same time. Well, I have gems and such, so we gotta do the thing. Yeah, gimme. Just need Kashira Theosis, man. Just get my hands on it, because I know it's in there. Featured cards. Boom, there it is. It's the one card I'm missing. One card I'm missing. Ugh. I keep getting these Gate Guardian cards. Don't get me wrong, Gate Guardian was fun, but got a bit old for me, a bit too fast. Nice, I can get rid of you because I don't need your Raviel. It's nice to see you, but I don't need you. And damn it! Well, I got 2 ultra rares I can get rid of, so that's kind of huge. Yeah, I want to create Anaconda because I think that's going to change things up for the better overall. Which we're getting closer to being able to craft Anaconda. We need the Verte Anaconda badly. Let's say one was Raviel. Lord of Phantasms. Oh, and it was the Smashing or Shimmering Scraper version too. Interesting. And then it was you. I'm 3 dust away, gosh dang it. There's nothing else I can get rid of to have a shot at the monster that I need. Yeah, if we can create the Predaplant Verte Anaconda, basically you can target one face-up monster on the field. It becomes dark until the end of this turn. Bigger thing is pay 2,000 life points and send a fusion or poly normal from my deck to the graveyard. Then this effect becomes that spell's effect, which allows me to basically turbo out my Dragoon without needing to have the spell in my hand, which is kind of sometimes the issue I'm having with the deck at the moment. So if I can force Anaconda into the deck, should have done it a long time ago. But that was fun, not gonna lie. That was fun, guys. Like I said, it's not gonna be too long a stream today, just because it's Master Duel. It will drive me insane. I will stream tomorrow, and I do want to stream a bit earlier, like 30 minutes earlier. So instead of 9:30 Pacific time, it'd be like 9 in the morning. The way I'm looking at it, it might be Path of Exile 2, or it could be Smite 2 if I somehow figure out how to get the frame rate to not suck like major frickin' dong. Yeah. Now let me see if there's a way to do this. Before I go, I'm going to actually try something, and then I'm going to see if the frame rate will have issues or not on Smite 2. So this is going to be a bit of a little micro test before I go. Don't want to check something, so they're saying go here. It'd be under users, it's going to be my name. I need to change it, scroll down until I find frame rate limiter. Frame rate limiter, change it to... I do that. Save and done, huh? Save. I'm gonna keep that open just in case. Alright, time to test. I'm gonna open up Smite 2. Because I just don't want to make sure. And we're gonna do a quick test, guys, just to see. So I can throw myself into, I think, a practice match or so, and we can see if that will have any issues or not. Because I want to be able to play Smite 2 for you guys, because it is a fun game at the end of the day, when I'm allowed to. And the biggest thing is just the FPS is what's killing it. Like, I can play it just fine when I'm not streaming, but when I streamed, like, what was it, Saturday, it was like at 20 frames per second, and I'm like, that's unplayable. Alright, let me see what happens if I just go to, say, jungle practice mode. Yeah, you're seeing that my frames are at 30 still. That's problematic. It's a stable 30, but it's not what I want. Needs to be better. Needs to be higher. So let me do some maths in my head. What happens if I go to, say, that? Is that gonna bump it up? That doesn't bump it up at all. What the hell? There has to be a reason as to why the frames are just not that great. Ah, it also reminds me, settings. Want to remove... First of all, I wonder if this could be also causing so many issues. see what happens. First of all, no shadows. Having shadows on is ridiculous in a MOBA. See if maybe doing this will have an effect. Yeah, motion blur is off. VSync is off.
It's the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Gameplay. I want to turn auto level off. UI maybe? Could be usability. Most likely usability, yeah. Auto build. Auto skill off. Yeah, trying to tell if the cap just lowered the FPS even lower. That's hilarious. Okay, let's go to no cap, see what happens. It's still down, and that's me lowering settings as well. My FPS went down. Are you serious? That's problematic, guys. Like, come on. What are you doing, Hi-Res? That's bad. Come on. What are you doing, Hi-Res? Seriously. Why is the game so unplayable for some computers? Like, I don't get it. Like, I was sitting at 30 and now all of a sudden I'm not just because I lowered certain settings. Like, serious? What happens if I do this? If it's gonna... Yeah, wow. This is stupid. Hi-Res, come on. Come on, there has to be a better way. We need to figure this out. My GPU's fine. Just that Smite 2 is so trash still, I guess. I mean, what do you expect? It's an alpha, unfortunately, so I get it. Yeah, so I'll leave that at 300 just to see if that might help. And I'll see what will happen when I'm not streaming, just to see what's going on. Come on. Yeah, you'll let me back, but you won't let me leave. Hold on, eh? Oh no, I'm stuck in jungle practice. Doesn't want me to use the exit key. I know you guys can't see it. It's just I wanted to see what would happen. Yeah, we're sitting at like below 30 FPS, which is higher than last time, but jeez. Oh, wait, let's try something real quick. If that's the case, if I wasn't that, it shouldn't work. Oh, that bumped it up to 30. Trying something ridiculous. I'm adding some zeros to see what happens. I can't even turn now. Thank you, Alpha. Okay, so that might be too much. What happens if I do that? Is that gonna bring it back up? Down, higher, lower? Gotta love alphas. So if I bring this down to 1,000. Okay, now I can turn finally. And I can finally escape. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna bring it back down to 300 and see what will happen.
We have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece. A source of energy or power.
And I'm trying to test things
Means of transmitting power.
for that.
Dial to record
Because I want to make sure that the game is playable for me. For us. Because again, I want to be able to stream it, so I want to see what happens off stream. But that's going to be it for today. So again, like I said, tomorrow probably Path Exile 2. If not, if I can get Smite 2 running and actually be playable, then we'll be doing Smite 2. Which is my hopes. I'd rather play Smite 2 at the moment. I'm having fun. So, I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Seriously. I'm going to try and relax a bit and such. And then, yay, work. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Peace.